And folks, here we are again talking about the Busey Home Services. And today we're going to talk again about painting, because we have more than just one crew. We've got many crews available to you, the homeowner, to get that job done. And with me today, I've got Leslie Charlton, and a lady that is very much involved in painting and painting for many, many years, Leslie.
Yes, about 25.
25 years,
Right.
And along with, you have a son that's involved with
Yes,
you
I
as
do.
well as a crew. And
Been there for 20.
20 years.
Yeah.
Well, you know, folks, it's really interesting when you have, well, you've been with me almost that many years.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
so when it comes to the Busey Home Services, I like the experience, I like the quality, and I like that, well, that family sort of gathering around the table to select colors and what have you. And let's talk about that for a bit. What is the best time when it comes to painting? I know that you've got Easter, you've got all these different holidays. Christmas is very important. New Year's is very important. When should people book?
Well, you should think about it a month or two ahead, so you get the right, you have a chance to get a feel for colors, and maybe you want to make some changes in the house. You want to change your rugs, you want to change your furniture. Everything has to coordinate, and
Colors are very important.
They are very important.
And is it
So-
something that you can help those people get that selection of color out?
Well, you have to get a feel for what their colors are. It has to be something they have to live with it. So it has to be something they're comfortable with.
What's really common today? I know that today versus, say, 10 years ago, colors have been more of the pastels, but there's a lot of even white today used.
Yes, there is. There is a lot of white in it. With that, you would decorate with your furniture, with pillows, with rugs, so forth.
Is that because
and
of
your walls are white?
the sizing of, say, of condominiums and townhouses and
Could very well be.
and
It's just
suites, that sort of thing?
Sort of new trend.
Yeah, bringing
Yeah.
that more size into consideration. I know that a
Makes
lot of
it
people
larger.
makes it look larger,
Yes,
gives
it
it
does.
that brightness if you
Right.
happen to be on a north elevation, that sort of
Right,
thing.
right.
What about times of the year? What about the best time to paint?
Your interiors, you can paint any time of the year. If you're painting exterior, it should be, the temperature should be above 10 degrees and
Celsius?
drier, Celsius,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
50 Fahrenheit.
Right.
And you need time to do your preparation, do your power wash, maybe change some wood or
Mhm.
whatever that happens to be rotten. You can clean that up, and then once the weather is good, then you can go ahead.
And what about painting of fences? I know decks are a big thing because I get a
Oh,
lot of calls
definitely
saying,
have to be
"Oh,
dry."
you know, this deck has to be done again." But there are products out there today that you don't really have to be concerned about that paint stain, solid or semi-transparent, hanging on, because they are of the quality that has that experience tied into them.
Yes, you can do a wood finish. If you're starting off with brand new wood,
Right.
it can, if it's done right, it can be less maintenance.
What about treated wood?
Treated wood, you have to wait a bit.
Right.
You don't
What's
know
a bit,
when.
though?
Well, you don't know when that's been treated in the yard,
Hmm.
so you definitely want to wait until some of the treatment has come out,
Right.
or else it doesn't accept the paint.
And that's when you prepare. That's when you prepare before you add any stain or coating.
It just has to be dry and
Dry.
cured.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what about sun and shade, overnight dew, all that sort of thing? Is that something that people should be aware of as well?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And now, what is the most important thing about paint, say exterior-wise? When do you think people should say, well, the season for painting is gone, so we're going to have to wait until next year? When does that cut off? I know weather has been changing with the
Very much
environmental
so.
concerns and what have
Right.
you, but still there is that average that you're dealing with.
It needs time to dry out, and if you don't do that, you're setting yourself up for failure.
For failure.
Yes.
And there's different types of paint. I know that there are no more solvent-based paints today. It's water-based
we
products.
still have our oil primers,
Mm-hmm.
and I still use them.
All right.
I'm going back on stuff that I have done 10 years ago, and it's just coming up now
Right.
for
So
for
that is
repainting.
that the longevity that
That's
you
the
feel with paint
longevity of an oil primer and a latex top coat.
over top?
Yeah, it'll last 8 to 10 years.
Well, that's good life on paint
Yeah,
today.
it is.
Well, you know, when it comes to painting, and Leslie, you've been with us now for a number of years, I've always got compliments back. It's well, it's nice to have a lady come out and talk about paint and colors and what have you. It must keep you going, just keeping colors and all that significant association with the trends of today.
Well, yeah, it can be trendy, but then at the same time, you still want to find out where their color range is,
Right.
because you can't just sell them a dark color or something and they hate it.
Yeah. What
You
about
know.
dark colors and putting a light color over top?
Oh, well, then you always do a primer coat, and to change from dark to light, you have to go over it with white.
Right.
And
So you gotta
reversal
prime
on
it
the other
out
way.
and-
Yeah, if
yeah.
you were going to dark from a very light, then you do a darker primer coat.
You see what I mean, folks? When it comes to dealing with painters, it's always nice to bring that face to the TV or to the monitor on a computer, and that's what we're actually doing, showing the face of our service trades that can answer those questions for you. For example, the preparation. Do you do residential as well as commercial, industrial,
yes, I
all
do.
that type, interior, exterior, concrete, no matter what it happens to be, wood. And I know we're into a lot of cementitious material like James
Yes.
Hardy today,
Yes,
all that type.
very much, yeah.
And is that something that requires that special coating or paint expertise?
Yes, you can have like a concrete wall in a commercial building that maybe needs an alkyd primer on it,
Mm-hmm.
and before it receives any
Alkyd
paint.
meaning that you're oil based there, and then
Yes,
you get into
yeah,
the
and then you do a latex.
latex
top coat,
acrylic
yeah.
over top of it.
Otherwise, it just doesn't stand up.
Yeah. Now, what do you find today the average job, say, of, let's say, a 1,500 square foot condominium? What are we looking at if it was a full paint out length of time? So people can plan ahead, because a lot of people today, they'll buy and then they say, oh gosh, I want to get the painters in here before we move in. So what are you looking at time-wise to
Well, you
paint
need,
that out?
you're doing ceilings. Ceilings you always start with,
Mm-hmm.
and then you work down with walls and woodwork at
Right.
the final. So you would want to give yourself maybe 5 or 6 working days at least.
So you're looking
And
at a
then they
week.
may be throwing floors in at that point, or plumbers or electricians.
Right.
So you have to sort of coordinate it.
So that
Yeah.
time you're looking at basically a week if you're looking
Yeah.
at, say, 1,500 square
You may
feet.
have to lay off for a few days and then come back,
Right,
which I'm doing in White Rock. I'm in White Rock in North Delta right now.
right, yeah.
It's an older high-rise. It's 16 stories, and
Right.
we're up on the 15th floor, and they're redoing the whole thing. So
Yeah, paint dries differently up there too.
it does.
But you know, wood and all the different finishes today, be it laminates, be it concrete, be it wood, be it drywall, be it ceramic tile, be it
Right.
metal. There's all these different items, and I know that you are a Cloverdale Paint user, and
Yes, I
in a lot
am.
of cases,
Mhm.
and it's really nice to know that they have local supply and manufacturing, because they got the labs right here.
Yes.
You might say basically around the corner from the Lower Mainland. and
That's right.
Been around for many, many years, and having that expertise available to you. And I know that you do use that service at
I
the
do.
source.
I do very much. If I ever run into anything, the first thing I do is I ask my paint salesman,
Right.
okay, this is what I've got, and what do we have at this point that we can put on it that would work better?
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, as you
They're
know, I
there.
always
You
have
wanna
said,
use them.
how to. It's the how to, the what to, the where to, the why to, the when to. And you are one of the who-tos when it comes to
Who-tos.
getting that job done. And, you know, with people today watching Leslie Charlton, when it comes to painting and services here on our website, and our service people that are out there doing the job day after day, I think it's just great for you to come in, spend some time with us, put it on the tube, be on the website, your website, and let everyone know that we are real, because we are the largest referral network that has been associated with Western Canada for over now 30 years. So it's a long time, folks, and I enjoy every moment of it. So when it comes to getting the job done, always say, when in doubt, don't pout. Let Shell help you out.
Right.
So we like to bring Shell Busey's Home Services to you, and Leslie Charlton from Charlton Painting is here to help you as well, folks. So this is the lady that's going to be calling you in the event that you call for painting when you see her associated with the Shell Busey Home Services on my website, askshell.com. All the information is right at the bottom of your monitor, so you can call, you can phone, you can text, or you can email. It's just that easy, folks. Thanks very much, Les.
Thank you.
It's always nice to see you out, and nice to see your son with you tonight. And hey, keep up the good work. We'll be keeping you up to date, folks. So anytime that you need any help, give us a call. The number's there, 604-542-2236. Or you can go directly to Leslie Charlton Painting.